In today's episode, let's welcome founder and CEO of Spark, Mr. Sunny Khurana.
People have come to realize the novelty of the swipe is gone now. People are not meeting. Right. So when you are emotionally involved, then you become pricing insensitive. Then you don't think with your wallet, don't think with your brain, you think from your heart.
Was there a specific moment that made you go in this industry?
One girl got 3,702 likes in one day. Now, how does she choose? 3,700 people standing in front of you. How do you choose? You don't have the time. You basically start to take shortcuts. You start to rely on the mugshot. You start to look at the physical attraction. The current dating apps match you, but they don't actually get you to beat. I'm actually from India, but I immigrated to Australia a long time ago with just a couple of $100. From there, I moved on, tried a few things in Australia. Didn't quite work out. In 2 years, I got so bored and unhappy with my lifestyle that I realized that I was just born for any activity that leads to adrenaline rush, which is basically what entrepreneurship is all about. You're literally getting adrenaline rush constantly, non-stop, because of the stress and pressure that you're under. Today the time is 6 o'clock. Let's say if I want to have dinner 9 o'clock tonight, I know the restaurant I want to go, but I don't want to go alone. You tell me one app which can help you get a date in 3 hours. We've done a lot of research. Loneliness is really a big global epidemic. I want to make it very clear. Spark is not a dating app anymore. What it is a relationship operating system which assists you meet in real life for any purpose you want. Success comes post 30, but looks fade. On the current dating apps, you're judged on your looks, not on your CCC, class culture character. One thing that cannot lie in this world is your actions. Your actions speak louder than your words. Your actions cannot lie. If you were to be on an app, which is a dating app, you may think twice because someone else is going to see you on a dating app and think that you're looking and you're not getting. If you're a vice president in marketing, you don't want to see in an app where your subordinate is also able to see that you are looking. Whatever I do, I give it my 100% and always win up. Always come out a winner. Yeah. So real estate, I crushed it. Then finance, I went all in. In this world, you only succeed if you have high pain threshold. Pain threshold is what defines you as a human being. If you give up at the first sign of pain, then you are not born for success, backstab, emotionally broken,
but you're not saying, oh my God, why did this happen to me, right? You're saying, let's go on.
Let's go on. People think it's taken so long, but they don't realize that this is demonstration of resilience, not giving up. Now I have a legendary team. Why would anyone want to invest time in you if they believe you might fail? When they realize that this founder is born to win, then they want to join and help and support. My goals are very big. I want to build a $10 billion company. I want to be one of the biggest companies around the world.
If the current version of Sunny met the New Zealand version of Sunny when he was just about to go to retirement, is there any advice you would give him?
Think twice before doing a startup. Our goal is to get you to meet in real life quickly, from match to meet in moments.
Swadee Krab, Shashikalji, and welcome back to TSN Talks. In today's episode, we have the founder of Spark, a members-only dating app attempting to fix something that social dating sites like Tinder have broken over the past 10 years, which is to actually connect people over real experiences. Today, we're going to be talking about why he moved to Bangkok from New Zealand, why he's rebuilt this product 5 times, and what he hopes to achieve with Spark. So without further ado, let's welcome founder and CEO of Spark, Mr. Sunny Khurana.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate for having me today. Thank you very much.
Welcome to TSN Talks. Sunny, great name. Just to kick off very quickly, do you want to do a quick introduction? How do you normally introduce yourself?
Sure. Well, my name is Sunny Khurana. I'm the founder and CEO of Spark. I'm actually from India, but I immigrated to Australia a long time ago with just a couple of $100. From there, I moved on, tried a few things in Australia. Didn't quite work out. Then I did a few things, didn't quite work out, but then I moved to New Zealand, and over there things worked out.
Right.
So I built a couple of businesses which grew quite big in real estate and in finance. So I had these 2 businesses which started to grow quite a bit. So at that point, I took 2 years off in retirement, decided to do a lot of traveling and took a break and basically decided to change the pace of my life from work to ease.
Right.
But I soon realized that that's not me. In 2 years, I got so bored and unhappy with my lifestyle that I realized that I was just born for any activity that leads to adrenaline rush, which is basically what entrepreneurship is all about.
Right.
You're literally getting adrenaline rush constantly, non-stop, because of the stress and pressure that you're under. But I realized that that's what I really enjoy. So because of that, I realized that I wanted to continue back into workforce, but going back to my businesses in New Zealand felt too small a journey for me to persist. If I have to go back into workforce, I wanted to build something really on a global scale.
Right.
So then I started to look around, what industry should I get into? By the way, I can keep talking. You let me know when you want to ask me any questions on a follow-up anyway. So then I started to look for industry, where should I go? And I wanted to go into industry where I don't have to push.
Right.
People want it, right? It's a pull, right? And there's only two industries where you never lose money, which is dating and gaming, okay? Because these are dopamine hit industries where the more you lose, the more you hope, and the more you pay, right? So these kind of industries are not like CRM or database or financial software. People will compare every dollar.
These almost have emotional needs.
This is emotional.
To an extent. Right?
So when you are emotionally involved, then you become pricing insensitive.
Correct.
Then you don't think with your wallet. You don't think with your brain. You think from your heart, right?
Right.
So these are industries which are very cash cows. So I kind of made sense that, okay, these are the way I want to be, because I also realize there's a lot of pain. You see, why are dating apps losing money? Because they are not solving a purpose, and people have come to realize the novelty of the swipe is gone now. Right? People are not meeting. People are chatting with multiple people at the same time. One girl got 3,702 likes in one day, right?
Yeah.
Now, how does she choose 3,700 people standing in front of you? How do you choose? You don't have the time. So what do you do? You basically start to take shortcuts. You start to rely on the mugshot. You start to look at the physical attraction because you don't have the time or the incentive or the motivation or the anxiety analysis paralysis.
Right.
So what happens? You go and look. So now that's where the problem I noticed was that the current dating apps match you, but they don't actually get you to meet. For example, let's take Uber. You take Uber or Grab, it drops you a kilometer away from where you want to go and says, now you walk. How bad is that? It's not taking you to the goal.
Right, so it's only satisfying half a need.
Half the need. So that's what dating apps are doing. They're matching you, but they're not taking you to the date.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you tell me today, Sunny, today the time is 6 o'clock. Let's say if I want to have dinner 9 o'clock tonight, I know the restaurant I want to go, but I don't want to go alone. You tell me one app which can help you get a date in 3 hours. A dinner date.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Now, let me tell you how we do it. On Spark, you book the restaurant and you press a button called broadcast. You go into a live booking. Now, somebody out there doesn't want to cook, wants to have good conversations, will look over here in the live booking section and see you have booked Mr. and Mrs. Maria at 8 o'clock for a drink. I will nudge you, hey, I'm free, let's go together. I'm just assuming that I'm...
Is this how the app works effectively?
Coming to the app per se on Spark, I think we were going through more of a journey on how it ended up here.
Okay.
So I will talk about Spark soon, but we started off as a dating app because I thought there's a lot of money there and there's problem there and people aren't managing.
Just to cut you off a little bit before, you mentioned you started in finance and in New Zealand.
Yeah.
The switch from finance to dating is quite almost opposite ends of each other. Was there a specific moment that made you go in this industry? I mean, in dating and connecting people per se, because it doesn't seem, obviously it's not a natural path for anyone in finance. So what was there anything specific?
Yeah, sure. So very good question, first of all, Sunny. Very important question. Actually, I come from a very creative background. Right. So I used to be a DJ.
Interesting.
And I won the DMC championship in scratching. And then I was a filmmaker, and I won a National Film Award. So creative, and I'm also a very good singer. I was in the national choir. And then I'm also a really good cook. When I cook for you, I'm telling you, if I cook, you will love my cooking and you will become my best friend because I cook really well.
All right.
So all this creativity in me had to be suppressed just because I had to make money to succeed in life. And I somehow had a mentor who helped me get into real estate, and he helped me with the rope. So I had to go there. I didn't want to go there. But it's just that whatever I do, I give it my 100% and always win up. Always come out a winner. Yeah. So real estate, I crushed it. Then finance, I went all in. And now with Spark, I have global intentions. So we are currently in Thailand here. We are going to relaunch in Singapore in 3 months. In the meantime, I'm going to launch New Zealand and hire a country manager who will then launch Australia while I come back and we go into India towards December. Next year, we have intentions of going into Japan, Korea, Philippines, Hong Kong.
Okay.
So, and then in the meantime, we have our Chief Revenue Officer, Bill Elena, who's in New York.
Right.
He has scaled dating multiple times before, hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. So he has joined our company.
Right.
There's a plenty good team. Now, if you have any further questions, great. Otherwise, I want to say something very important.
Go ahead.
Okay. So now we have identified that dating industry is good, strong, cash cow. Things are not going well. There is chance for improvement. But then I realized that the word dating itself has really lost its mojo.
Mm-hmm. Funny.
If you were to be on an app, which is a dating app, you may think twice because someone else is going to see you on a dating app and think that you're looking and you're not getting or whatever, or maybe if you're a vice president in marketing, you don't want to see in an app where your subordinate is also able to see that you are looking, and it's just very inconvenient.
That's interesting.
So while there are apps like Raya which try and control this, but they're not doing a good job because someone like me, I have tried joining Raya multiple times and I was somebody, but they're not letting me in, which means that they're not getting the right people in, right?
Right.
They're pushing the right people out.
Means there's still a lot of demand for this that's not being satisfied.
Well, they're just being overtly picky. And I think that's not a way to make money, right?
Correct.
You have to be the right premier economy to business class.
Yeah.
But you have to leave the door a little open for business class and premier economy to come in. Not just try to close the door and try to be first class, because that's not how you make money. There's a big population, right? So we have found a market where we are targeting the premier economy and the business class crowd, which is an aspirational crowd. Success comes post 30, but looks fade. On the current dating apps, you're judged on your looks, not on your CCC, class, culture, character, because that is not implied on the app anyway. Right now, your photo is how you're being swiped right. Whereas if your class, culture, character can be implied, then it's a totally different way of looking at that profile. But how do you do that? You cannot speak, I'm classy. You can put an AI photo, I'm very handsome. You can write, I'm a Harvard Business School graduate, I'm this, I'm a venture capitalist. You can write whatever. It can all be lies.
Yeah.
So how do you solve this problem? And we have solved it. So how we do is, one thing that cannot lie in this world is your actions.
Okay.
Your actions speak louder than your words, right?
I agree.
Your actions cannot lie. So if you are able to book a nice venue, a nice common interest experience, and invite someone out, that itself states intentionality, right?
Okay.
Of trying to connect on a
Like
common
someone's
interest.
trying, at least.
At least trying, or going and doing something exciting together, not just wanting to go to the pub
Yeah.
under the pressure of a hookup or a relationship, right? Conversations are much more important to people who have gone through that phase of the early to late 20s to, they have got that out of the system. So now they're looking for more intentional, more connection over over speed.
What was the original goal to connect people, or what was the original goal when you first thought I want to do Spark?
So original goal was Samantha over here has hobbies: rooftop, cats, comedy. John over here has rooftops, comedy, and house music, right? So when they see each other, they see what is common. Not just they see what is common for them, they also see those experiences that they can do. So if there's cat in common, our AI will pick the local cat cafe in Bangkok and make it appear and nudge one person that if you want to meet her or meet him, this experience is something you will both love doing, right? So you pick one and say, hey, let's go out, do it together. And the other person will say, wow, usually I just get a like or a swipe. Now I'm getting an invite to an old school date like it used to be in the past, right? So now there's intrigue and there's excitement of the experience, not just who is this guy and it's a job interview.
Yeah.
You go and enjoy doing a movie, comedy show, go to a cat cafe, play with cats, or go to a nice music gig. You are doing something which is more classier. Even if you book a rooftop, it's just a very classy way of filtering out. You're definitely not economy, right? I'm not going financial status is an important, but look, let's be honest. Who doesn't like success, right? We are ambitious people, successful people, and that's what we're catering to,
That's fascinating because you know exactly the group of people who you've built this for, and that clarity, I don't think 90% of the businesses have that.
Sure.
So And to an extent, when you kind of have that, it allows you to be very clear about what the direction of the company is and where you want to go next.
Sure.
Which is why you just told me you're going to move to Korea and
Correct.
Japan next year, or India soon, hopefully.
Sure.
And that's amazing, actually. I really like that. Is there anything specific that you noticed about the dating culture in Thailand?
Okay, so Thailand, the dating culture is no different to dating culture globally, inherently, if you look at the soul. And Thailand has so much expatriate population, so many digital nomads, so many tourists. And the Thai population that we are targeting mostly has studied overseas, gone to beautiful schools. So everyone has been exposed to Western culture. So I wouldn't really like to comment too much on that, because I believe that inherently we humans have the same
needs and wants.
Needs and wants, yeah.
Okay.
But yes, there are certain ways we have to be. So, for example, one of the ways we are trying to keep the game equal is, by the way, I didn't tell you. So let's say if the girl Samantha sees Tony's profile, let's go to the cat cafe, and they start chatting for a few days, no more than 7, because we don't want endless chats. Within 7 days, you have to say yes or no, or we're closing the chat off.
Right.
So there's a call to action waiting. When you're chatting, this cat cafe booking with the book now button is sitting there. You're chatting, and okay, let's meet this Friday. Okay, so then, okay, let's go. So he presses the button and the booking happens, and the booking confirmation goes to both. Now the date is confirmed. This is where we're meeting 7 p.m. on Friday. So now we will start nudging them, excite them about the venue. They're going to do some truth and dare games about the other person they're meeting, or their favorite perfume. Just play the games, make it more exciting. Then on the date, an hour before the date, they both have to press a button on the app, on my way, which triggers that they both are on their way, and we don't want no-shows as well.
Okay.
So all these experiences are bookable on the app itself. Okay. So we have thousands of experiences. Every country that we're going to go into, we are going to tie up with local API partners. We are signing up with Reserve with Google. We'll have access to global inventory. We could launch in Siberia if we wanted to tomorrow, because we'll have restaurants through our Reserve with Google. So in every market, there's aggregators who do all the hard work, curate experiences. So all we are doing, but they would not want to compete with each other.
Yeah.
But they would want to give us, all of them would want to give us their inventory, because we are consumers, to them, B2B2C.
Right.
So then we monetize that aspect as well.
So it's almost an attempt to bridge a little bit of hospitality with dating culture by reminding people that old school dating is better than new school dating, right?
I want to make it very clear, because this podcast is going to be promoted a lot on our socials by a company and by you. I want to make it clear, Spark is not a dating app anymore. Okay. Yes, what it is a relationship operating system which assists you meet in real life for any purpose you want, whether you want to meet founders, investors, friends, you want to have professional networking, collaborate. And if you're looking for a relationship, there is an option which then takes you into the dating side. Okay. But if you were to ask me, Sunny, I don't want a dating app, I want to join a social networking app, so that is what we are delivering to you.
Right.
You will not feel that you are joining a dating app. From the time you onboard, you'll be asked questions about your career aspirations, who would you like to meet, what do you want to do. Of course, if you choose dating, then we'll want to know about your personality so that we can match you. But that is such a small portion. 90% of the app is basically having beautiful non-dating events, experiences, meetups.
For you to connect, meet with people.
Yeah.
Would you say that's the mission?
Yeah. We realize, we've done a lot of research, loneliness is really, really a big global epidemic. Now, I know people are going for AI girlfriends, but eventually this is also a fad which will go away, because people will get tired. And then anything non-digital, which AI cannot replicate. AI cannot replicate taking you to a restaurant and meeting someone,
right? Get magnified, right?
It get magnified. I'm telling you, this AI is coming and saying, which reminds me of something very exciting. Have you watched Black Mirror?
Yes.
So I'm a big fan of Black Mirror. Yeah. So when I watched Black Mirror, I realized, this is amazing. Now with AI, I realize it's so easy. So we have this product vision whereby, let's say, Sunny, you have a flight booked to Singapore next Tuesday. and you have a meeting on Wednesday. So we know Tuesday evening you're free in Singapore. Our AI will know your calendar and start judging you on Friday. We know you're going to Singapore on Tuesday. Would you like to try this restaurant? Would you like to do this? Would you like to drive a Maserati around Singapore?
Yeah.
And by the way, Nina, Tina, Sheena also have the same experience in their wish list. Would you like to nudge them as well?
Okay.
Now, this is all being done by AI agent, right? So their AI agent, they're talking to each other, they're communicating with each other, they're looking at the preferences, and they're coming up with a match for you. So before you know, you'll get a boom, we have found you a beautiful match at this venue. And you will love the match because the AI will go so deep. As you would know sometimes when you use your AI, you get so scared. It knows you too well.
Yeah, it knows you too well.
Too well. So I'm telling you, it's going to get crazy.
It might
so
be
exciting.
able to know who's fit for so-and-so,
I'm so
Tina,
excited.
Sheena.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. Interesting. I like the vision of it. You told me you rebuilt it 5 times. What did you mean by that?
Oh, okay.
I mean, when did you officially launch? Let's get that out of the way, though.
Okay, let me put it this way. Let me explain this to you. In this world, you only succeed if you have high pain threshold. Pain threshold is what defines you as a human being. If you give up at the first sign of pain, then you are not born for success or for the legendary status that you seek. If you can suffer pain and continue to persist during pain, eventually things will turn. So what happened was when I started this app first time,
Right.
I had it made in a company in India.
Okay.
They made the app. I took it to a mentor. He said it will not work. You're just copying another app. You have to be something different. So I had to discard that project then and there. So that was my first attempt.
Right.
Second attempt, that mentor put me in touch with some people who said they will build it. New model. We came up with the Spark idea, experiences. So what Spark is?
At this point, were you alone working, as in with your vision,
Alone.
or you had a team who, apart from your mentor?
No, I was alone.
Okay, so this was just
me
your
alone.
vision.
Yeah, just my vision. So what happened was, first time I hired these people, they said, we did some workshopping. We came up with the idea, okay, let's build Raya mix with LinkedIn, mix with OpenTable or Hungry Hub, right? So Raya dating with restaurants and professional networking with LinkedIn. Yeah, so this was the idea. Okay. So I hired one company. Anyway, I don't want to bore you too much, but all I can say is I went first time with this vendor. Second attempt, they failed me. In 6 months, they did not deliver the product. They were wasting my time and they were skimming me. So then I went to a third provider. Okay. He said he will save me from this provider, but he actually ended up doing the same, messing with me, not improving the code, really destroyed my soul.
Were you starting from scratch each time, or were you retuning the
retuning,
past, right?
retuning.
Okay.
And whenever they would see it's really bad shape, rather than telling me it's bad, they would tell me it's great, we will fix it, just to take over, and then they would. So that went on this third time.
I guess that's some of the real drawbacks of when you're starting a company that people don't really get to hear about, right? Like you get bent left and right, whatever.
Backstab, and emotionally broken,
but you
everything.
Still, like, you're not saying, oh my God, why did this happen to me, right? You're saying, let's go on.
Let's go on. Yeah. So then that happened, so I then moved to the fourth person, hoping this time I'm safe.
Yeah.
And that person again did the same thing, took 1 hour. I'm seriously, people think, oh, he's taken so long, but they don't realize that this is demonstration of resilience, not giving up. True. Now I have a legendary team.
Okay.
I have a product in control.
After all that, want to build a legendary team.
Yeah.
Right?
All the people who've joined me is because they saw this persistence and relentlessness. Why would anyone want to invest time in you if they believe you might fail? Correct. When they realize that this founder is born to win, then they want to join and help and support. Because
they can feel it, like the energy.
Yeah, because when we win, we all win. And my goals are very big. I want to build a $10 billion company. I want to be one of the biggest companies around the globe. And that's why I'm moving very fast. But the problem is when you build an aeroplane, when you fly it for the first time, you need a lot of thrust, a lot of fuel, a lot of effort. And that 0 to 1 effort is where I'm currently kind of pushing hard before the wind kicks in and I'm able to fly much easier. The engines don't need to be that strong at some point. But yeah, so 5th time and now we're out.
And so after the 4th time, did you say, okay, I'm going to build my own team to build this, or did you find another provider to work with?
Well, it's just that it's a very difficult question. It's just that people come in your life and they say, Sunny, I know someone.
Things change. Right?
I've worked with this person before. I can vouch for the person. Yeah.
Wow. When you try for so long, like
things happen. Yeah.
The door opens at some point.
Yeah.
So that's great. So you met someone that effectively helped you turn your vision into a product.
Correct.
And then just took off from there.
Yes, correct. Our CTO literally said when he came in, enough is enough. Sunny has he was telling it to another person in our team who's also senior that enough is enough. Sunny has had too much going on with the product. Let's just get it out now. So we're out now.
Okay.
So now it's easier now. We're going to build a lot of AI. We are raising some funding and hire some more team and grow.
How big is the team currently?
We are 6 leadership.
Okay.
And then we have a tech team of 5.
Right.
Including QA. So we are 11, yeah.
Okay. Can you walk me through the process? What happens when someone signs up for Spark? What are the, is it open for anyone to sign up?
Yes. So right now it is open for everyone. You can come in, you can verify yourself as a selfie. So you're a human being, you're not a bot, because a lot of bots are opening profiles these days. So we do have selfie verification, which enables that you're human. We have manual checks at the moment in the back end. We are making sure that any profile that we don't believe is real or with the right intentions, we block them.
Okay.
But yes, you can come in right now. There is no cost, but we are about to start monetization.
Okay.
So now, going forward in about a week's time, it's no longer free.
Okay.
You have to
for
pay.
so long it has been free to use?
So far, because we haven't been able to build the product good enough in the past to charge, right?
Okay.
If I take $5 from you and I don't deliver the service, what are you going to do? You're going to go tell 5 people, don't go there, right?
Yeah.
It's not a good company. They don't deliver service. They charge my $5. So let's not charge until you know you're delivering something in return.
So you want to provide value first.
So we have also wanted to build the flywheel, let the world. We have 10,000 plus members on our app now who have created their profiles. So now we can charge profile. If we had only 1,000 members and you want to charge them, they'll say, what am I paying for, right?
Yeah.
There's not even profiles here.
And is this only in Thailand?
At the moment in Thailand, we had Singapore, but then with the next iteration of the product, we didn't have the resources to focus on both the markets.
Right.
So we had to pause Singapore temporarily, and right now we are only in Bangkok.
Okay.
So hopefully in 3 months we will re-engage Singapore, because Singapore is a very high value market. It's a very unforgiving market. We are building 2 playbooks. One is Singapore, one is Thailand. Now, I would call Singapore high value, and I will call Thailand an emerging high value market, I would say.
Interesting.
So these playbooks will apply to different markets around the world, yeah. So to answer your question, yes, it's free now, but it's about to change. Okay. And within the app, we're also building a black membership and a signature membership, which is limited by choice. So for black, we only have 250 people across Thailand. They'll be heavily curated by invitation only, but we will give them access to amazing experiences, from yacht parties to amazingly curated dinners to beautiful, beautiful venues.
Nice.
So this is special. Now we want these 250 people to only network amongst each other. We want to make sure it's going to be beautiful. Yeah. That gives the signature members an aspiration that I want to become part of that club.
Yeah.
So their behavior will be better. We will reward them for their behavior. We will reward them for their dates they go out with, how much dates they do, or how much they spend on the app. And slowly we'll build them up to eventually welcome them to that black club. So it's like airline miles.
Interesting. Yeah. Can you talk a little bit more about using AI to connect to people? How exactly? I mean, I can predict how it works, but I'd love to hear from you. Like, what are some of the factors that you're kind of putting in? How is it able to? What's the logic behind it?
Sure. So there's a few things we have in. One is AI. AI has to be able to deliver, not just be the name. So first things first is voice-based onboarding. So going forward, we will not be asking you to click buttons, your hobbies, what sort of dating style you're in, what kind of person you want to be going out with. We'll ask you questions. Tell us something about your preferences and all that. So voice-based onboarding is one. Now, with voice-based onboarding, we get much more data, which we are able to map better, and actually have much bigger data interface for us to decipher, to find them the right match, right?
Okay.
Because if you click, I'm into vegan, we only know you're vegan. But if you talk more about it, we are able to capture more data points.
Right.
So that will enable us to go for. The goal is that the first 4 matches you see and the first 4 experiences you see, you fall in love with them because they're just perfect, what you wanted.
Because it's extremely customized to an extent.
Yes. And now AI does all the hard yard. Yeah. Imagine when AI was not there. Yeah. How would we have done this? It would have just been like, what if this, then this? What if this, then this? Yeah. No, now it's insinuation.
Correct. What if this, then this? That's what you used to have.
And not just that. With AI now, when 2 people are chatting, our AI can insinuate if there is something hanky-panky going on or there's some scam about to start.
Damn.
So, because behind the word, there's a meaning which now AI can understand. So we want to deploy
like certain triggers, or something
yes,
like that.
yes.
Interesting.
And then also we are adding a service called Dr. Date. So
Okay.
Dr. Date means when, I shouldn't be calling it purely date, only for the dating section, where the conversations can be recorded, not recorded per se, but skimmed. And at the end of the date, you can get a feedback on what worked, what didn't, and what you could have done better, or whether there's vibe or not, what their insinuation is. So these are a few extra features, then horoscopy and all that. So we can all add these AI ancillaries. So, and there's a lot more I have in my mind, but I just want to pace it before I go crazy with all my ideas.
It's solid. I think really good. One of the main feats that I'm seeing across you talking, especially with Spark, with your previous ventures, is your ability to reinvent yourself.
Sure.
And not a lot of people have the ability to, or ever actually retire, live the retirement, and then say, you know what, I don't like this. Let me go back. It almost is the end goal for a lot of people, but it became a new starting point for you.
Sure. Yeah.
Talk a little bit more about this, because I think a lot of people fantasize like this end goal, but like your life doesn't end when retirement starts, right? Like you're in a great example of that.
Okay, well, if you want to hear my philosophy about life, I believe your paradigm. What's that word called?
Pragmatize.
No, paradigm. Your way of thinking. It changes every.
Right.
I never get the word right. Every 10 years, your way of thinking shifts.
Okay.
The way you think, right? So at 20s.
Paradigm shift.
Paradigm shift. Perfect. Thank you. I love this word. So in 20s, you have a certain paradigm shift because you want to build a career, find a partner. 30s is a paradigm shift where you want to get your increment, have kids, see them grow. 40s is a paradigm shift when midlife crisis hits. And then you go through that phase and then you realize. And 50s is a paradigm shift where either you go down, okay, I've had enough, or you go, I'm going to be reborn, right?
Okay.
So so I am just a personality who just likes to not lose. I didn't want to do this startup, to be honest with you, at this level. The problem is once you start and when you come across obstacles, in the process of overcoming those obstacles, you don't want to lose, you get deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole.
And then the spark ignites.
And the spark ignites because you know the only way out of this hole is to dig deeper. I raised $400,000 from legends across 6 countries. 16 investors have invested in Spark, including Mike Sherrill, whose company does $2.8 billion turnover. One of his companies he sold for $650 million.
Wow.
I had a phone call with him, 15 minutes, and he wired me $100,000 a week later because he loved the idea.
Right.
Then another gentleman, he has invested another $110,000 just like that. And so then we have 14 other investors. Level Up Venture Capital in America, they have put some money in there. So we have 16 investors now already. So I have raised $400,000 from these investors.
Yeah.
They have trusted me, believed in me.
Yeah.
They have seen the energy, they've seen the passion, they've seen the vision, and they have seen the determination and perseverance that this guy would not give up. So now I have to make sure that I deliver to them. So I'm stuck.
There's a legal and moral obligation.
But it's good. If you raise money, then you're actually obligated. Then you won't even give up. Even
you
if
can't even think about it.
Not even think about it, man. You cannot let them down. No.
So that alone already kind of propagates you to another level,
that's
right?
true. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I think we're reaching on 30 minutes. So I'm gonna ask you a series of a few questions just to end, and we'll start with the most basic one. If the current version of Sunny met the New Zealand version of Sunny when he was just about to go to retirement, is there any advice you would give him?
Think twice before doing a startup. I honestly remember those days when I would wake up at 10 in the morning, sit on the recliner, open a bottle of beautiful New Zealand wine, pick up my cat, start Netflix. Before you know, you're in your second bottle. And then I have this beautiful penthouse in Auckland, which is by the waterfront.
Yeah.
So then I would go to my penthouse, and then I would go chill with friends over there. So that was the life I was living. Today, I don't think I will ever be able to do that life again. So if you say one thing to me, what I would say to the older Sunny is the journey that you're about to start, you're about to lose something which will never be able to come back, because I know I belong to Asia now. I'll be traveling all over Asia next year, the year after. and who knows how long, but that life is gone. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm on a mission. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Any last closing remarks that you'd want to mention to people, specifically not just about Spark, but also about where you hope this app takes you in the next 5 years?
Yeah. First of all, I want to send one message to all the future founders who want to do startups. The biggest obstacle and the biggest test you will face in this journey, and you have to go through this test, is you have to fundraise. If people are not believing in you and not able to raise funds, then you are not ready yet, my friend. You have to go through this test and this battle. I've seen so many startups, so many founders. I ask them, have you raised funds? They say, no, we have not managed to raise funds. And I see there's no momentum in their startup. So I believe that raising funding is a test that you are able to push the needle and create momentum. Now, overall, I'm just saying, please do not treat Spark as a dating app. We are a relationship operating system. We cater to all kinds of relationships. Our goal is to get you to meet in real life quickly, from match to meet in moments. If you use other dating apps or other social apps, you will realize most of the social apps like LinkedIn, they're all online. You can interact online, chat. No social networking app or dating app actually gets you to book a venue and be able to choose a venue, a time and a place and a date and go there together. So I look forward to having Thailand enjoying Spark and then Singapore. And I'm really proud. And the reason I came to Bangkok is because of the population and the cost of staffing is lower than Singapore. And it's a luxury hub of Southeast Asia, all the countries around the corner. And that is why I moved here. And I fell in love with this place. It's been 3 years here now, and I'm not going to move ever again from here.
Yeah.
So I'll be traveling, but my base is going to be here in Thailand. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, to all the Thailand investors, I'm not going anywhere because I think I might go back.
He's got the Bangkok bug now.
I want a Bangkok bug now.
Thank you for your time today, Sunny. It was great to talk, obviously, about your journey, moving to Thailand, building Spark. Hopefully this will be a great episode for all of our viewers. And thank you for your time again.
Yeah. Once again, thank you so much for all the viewers and for you to have me here. And I really appreciate the opportunity, and I'm very privileged. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.